Welcome, Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel. I'm gonna try your trick. Oh my gosh. That's like, here's the thing. It's the best of both worlds because it's sharp enough to cut through, but if you miss,
It doesn't cut your thumb.
you don't have the possibility of slicing your finger.
I designed that.
That's, this is gonna be like one of those every tools that people are gonna get confiscated. I'll tell you about this later, but this is
Is that a Wyoming?
it's an important card. Yeah, this is a gift from Titan of Whiskey, Patrick Larkin.
Daniel in the distance, did you hear that?
Probably coming all the way from Wyoming, which is where everything Patrick sends us comes from. Okay, this is one called a mile wide and an inch deep.
I think that's a chode.
I'm just saying.
Chode whiskey.
This is one they call Powder River, which is a famous Wyoming thing. There's even slang and sayings about it.
Like
it's a 6-year-old Wyoming whiskey.
6-year-old joke chode.
Evidently. And it's a, I don't know if you remember this, but Wyoming whiskey is a wheated bourbon. 68% corn, 20% wheat, 12% barley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always really like the nose of Wyoming.
And then the palate's a little,
I still enjoy it.
changes direction.
Yeah, I still enjoy it, but it takes a slight step back and to the side with the ones that I remember. But let's try the chode on the nose.
Huh.
What is going on here?
That's cola sweet. But
It
then
is very sweet.
But then something goes a little bit like, right towards the end of the nose. Oh, go to the top, it gets sweeter. Wow. It's eucalyptus trees.
Yes, eucalyptus. There's also a vanilla cream cookie. Like a
Like
sugar
the vanilla
cookie.
version of the Oreo.
Yeah, well, like
Yeah.
yes, that, and like a sugar cookie with a little bit of a vanilla cream icing on it at the top of the glass.
I guess it makes me think of Gary Goldman, the comedian. He's like, I got news for you, sugar cookie. That's all you're bringing to the table in this day and age? Sugar?
Right.
I got news for you. A cookie without sugar, it's a cracker. All cookies have sugar in them.
Are snickerdoodles just sugar cookies with a little cinnamon on top? Are kind of my favorite cookie.
No, that's my two favorite.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
And if I'm really going for it,
Yeah.
peanut butter with chocolate chips in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then snickerdoodles.
Yeah, I just like snickerdoodles.
So good.
The chocolate chip crew.
The trick though is snickerdoodles have to be crunchy on the outside and a little chewy in the middle.
Yeah, nice
Otherwise
and warm.
they're all,
They got to be warm.
or get too dry or wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the whiskey channel.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it's getting more eucalyptusy and more dusty and more.
But I don't want to discount the vanilla cream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I dig vanilla cream. Who doesn't like vanilla cream? It's like an Irish vanilla mixed in with this eucalyptus American whiskey. Yeah.
All right, let's see if it shows up in the palate.
I like it.
I like that.
That is a delicious chode.
It's very drinkable.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
6 years old.
Is it starting to turn a little bitter, the aftertaste?
Yeah, it lands. It does grow.
It's not even the finish.
It grows in bitterness as it goes.
Yeah. Wow, that's weird.
50.5%.
It started really sweet and everything that we smelled and gentle and kind of soft.
Yeah.
And then after you drink it and count to about 4 or 5, it starts getting like aftertaste bitter.
That chode will sneak up on you. Don't bend over.
That's weird. Oh, it got more bitter on the second sip. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to mine.
I want to say a little green apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
little like a tartness from a green apple.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe tart is a better word than sour or bitter.
Tart.
You know, We have things for this. I just never bother to get them.
Dude, it's the perfect
It really is.
thickness.
Yeah.
And like stiffness.
Oh, yeah.
And sharpness.
Yep. It's rock and roll.
I'll invoice you.
Yeah. This package was heavy when it arrived.
Yeah.
We ordered 1,000. They sent it in one box. I went to his like, hey, that box came for you with a dolly, and I was like, that guy's phoning it in. Right. I went to pick it up. I was like, shit. I need to get a dolly.
Did you add water?
I added it to this to see if I could get a smaller drop out of this one. Boop. I think it was better, but it's still like there's a certain level of surface tension that once it cracks, it just releases the
kraken.
It's like when the ice comes from the bottom of a glass.
Releases
sipping on it.
The kraken.
I'm gonna let it sit for a second. One of the tips from the Bonafide Whiskey Program.
Oh, which is?
The Bonafide Whiskey Program is a new online an online bonification that teaches you the fundamentals of whiskey. It goes through all the production process, the major regions of whiskey, and how to hold tastings with friends.
Yeah.
And we're aiming it at people who have no intention of working in the industry, would like to know more about what they're drinking and understand the process of what they're drinking, but without like having to, make a car payment towards a certification industry.
Whiskey lovers to shore up that knowledge, and if they want to, show off a little bit in ways that people would be receptive to.
Yeah, yeah, and the what was the one that it says when you're hosting a whiskey tasting, 3 is a minimum for a good comparison. 5 is the preferable amount. 8 and up, and you start to find out what people actually think about you. And so it's best to keep it to 5. That's the optimum tasting.
No, I like the honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me. I'll be fine. Yeah.
The problem with that kind of honesty
Yeah.
is that then people feel bad later, and then they start avoiding you to avoid
they feel
thing.
bad.
Yeah. To avoid that moment that you don't actually care about,
Right.
but they now feel embarrassed by.
Right.
And so you don't see them for like 6 months.
Right. So I'm the one that gets insulted, but they feel bad.
Yeah. And
I'm
so,
okay
like,
with that.
I need to avoid it.
I'm
yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
So I don't do anything. And they feel bad.
Yeah. Oh, it got more eucalyptusy in the nose.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. I like it with water.
Just curious.
I do like it a little bit with water.
The taste or the nose?
The taste.
Okay.
Yeah. It tamed, just with the few drops that I had.
Oh, yeah.
It tamed the tannin layer just a little bit.
Ooh, I got a little banana note.
Gave some room for the sweetness to show up a bit more. I didn't get the banana.
Taste that in waxy banana, Laffy Taffy banana.
It may be the difference in water.
Yeah, I did put more water in mine. I mean,
Maybe.
it's very subtle. Like this is not like Jack Daniels
more
where I get
of
like
a-
a strong banana
Getting more of like
hint.
a cherry starburst.
Yeah.
Little thin layer. there.
Either way, it's like a flavored waxy candy, chewable.
We have Elapsed. The sugar stick dip candy Daniel is always trying to cite is called the Fun Dip.
Yes, Fun Dip. That's a name I can never remember.
I've been watching a lot of old videos, and he's not managed to remember the name once.
No.
So I thought I'd pass it along.
Yeah, thank you. I'll forget it in the next one.
Fun Dip.
But Fun Dip.
Eliza Flower. Someday you'll meet him. Fast forward 6 years to Rex and Brianna racing each other downhill and trying to distill Oreos. Yep, this is definitely a fun progression to catch up on.
It is. So if you go like to the very beginning in like the first 6 videos, there's me alone, and then there's a series of me with you off camera with your hand reaching out, and then finally one day you show up on camera.
Hello.
Yeah. And so when you know this story and you get into it, tribe and all of that world, it's a very interesting journey to go back and watch some of those and the things that we said, and we're like, well, this will never happen. And then fast forward.
We're still working on some new stuff. There's chapters yet to be written. A lot of effort, though. I just got tired. I need a nap. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal your liver, sir.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.